Hey guys, it's Ann Yorks, and I have a really pretty accent cookie for all of your spring celebrations to share with you today. This cookie would be perfect for weddings and bridal showers, Easter celebrations, Mother's Day, even an elegant graduation party. Today, we're decorating a eucalyptus leaf. Let's cookie it up. I'm using a piping and flooding royal icing to create the background of this leaf in white. I'm outlining the entire cookie using tip number 2 with the white piping icing. Then I'm flooding this cookie completely in using a 10-second royal icing flood icing. For a review on how to make icing consistencies, check out the Cookies 101 blog post on flowerbox.com. Allow that base icing to dry for about an hour before adding the leaves. I have a tip number 1.5 on my green piping icing bag, and I'm going to start the leaf design by adding a center arc. Then I'll add each individual leaf using the shape of the cookie cutter as a guide as I pipe these leaves. They don't have to match or be perfect because actual leaves don't match and are perfect. So generally these leaves are the same size. Now, in order to prevent these leaves from forming little cracks or craters when we flood them, I'm going to add a little piped squiggle line. This is the structure underneath the flood that will keep that icing looking nice and full and puffy when dry. I have my flood icing in my bag, and also helping to reduce those cracks and craters, I actually mixed this flood icing just a little bit thicker. It's more of a 15-second icing. It's a little thicker than the white flood was in order to keep that icing looking nice and puffy once those leaves dry. Doing those two things will really eliminate the cracks and craters in those small icing areas. Now this cookie is almost done. I'm just going to add a vein on the leaf and it's ready to go. I love that this cookie can fit in so many sets. This is our new rustic Easter cookie cutter set that we just released, and this would be a nice addition to this set, or even the He Is Risen. It would fit in really well, but this is definitely a great option for weddings and baby showers too. Plus, get creative. Use that green in 2 tones and you can create an interesting leaf pattern using 2 different shades of green. Now, if those little icing areas scare you, let's take a look at just a piping only option. Again, I'm adding an arc to start off the leaf design, and I'm using tip number 1.5 again to get started. Now I'm just adding some guide dots, and this will help me just know where I want to add my little mini leaves. I've switched the tip to a tip 101, and I'm keeping the skinny side of the tip pointing outward. The wide side of the tip is pointing toward me, and I'm just piping this in an arc motion. I squeeze a little harder when the leaf wants to look thicker, and then I ease off my hand pressure as I bring that leaf back down. Now notice I'm not touching the stem just quite yet. I'm going to add a second set of leaves in that lighter green color just to make this look a little interesting. But the key here is keeping that skinny or narrow side of the tip pointing away from you. It's also helpful to turn the cookie as you're piping these leaves, just to give your wrist a little help. Now I'm adding the second set of leaves again. I'm still using tip number 101, keeping that narrow side pointing away from you. And I'm just piping in that loop motion, and now I'm intentionally bringing those loops down so that they touch the stem. Now this cookie is cute just as it is. It has lots of texture thanks to that tip number 101. But if you want to add some little white dots, that just adds a little extra pretty to this simple design. Again, this is a great accent cookie for spring celebrations. I hope you enjoyed looking at these different ways to create this beautiful eucalyptus leaf. For more information on this cookie and for a full line of supplies, check out flowerbox.com. Until next time, happy decorating!